I remember about 4 months ago, I had a session in Saggy University. There's about 150 of them. I asked them, who is leaders? Same scenario here. So let me ask you, who are emerging leaders here? Soon to be leader. And there's one ladies on top that says, I'm a supporter. What about you? Or manager? Any manager here? Or manager? Okay, any supporter here? So the rest is what? Follower! Follower, is it? I just want to share with everybody here, I'm not a leadership trainer, I'm not a leadership coach, but I'm a strong believer of leadership can transform organization. Okay, I started, just now you saw the video, I started my business in actually 1998, and what they call late 1998, less than 9 months I actually made my first million, and after my first million, another 18 months, I become millionaire to the bank. Millionaire to the bank. Any bankers here? No? Let me check. I don't talk a lot about bank. No? Okay, right. But then, but I told myself that I actually become millionaire to the bank at my early age. So easy for me to bounce back. So, but what actually made me for the past 12 years here is the leadership. Okay, I'm going to share a little bit about my past experience, okay, about how to use leadership to transform the organization that you have. My leadership, there is always a unique thing about every company or every organization or every individual. Please, I have to confess to you that at one time I wanted to be everything. I end up, I don't have everything. So I told myself I need to be niche in something in order to become a leader. Am I right? This will work. Because that is myself, that is the company that I want. At that point of time, I started with not an industry that I like. I was inspired by Tony. I mentioned my first business is furniture business. I followed exactly what he do. But 18 months, I supply all the hardwood furniture, antique furniture to Middle East. I made my money, but I was actually in a way, in Middle East, everybody thought of con people, right? I was also one of the guys who sacrificed myself, con by them. But again, I cannot blame anybody, just myself. It's my fault. Okay, it's my fault. I actually made the wrong judgment, wrong thing here. Of course, these two pyramids, until today, is still with me. But along the year, I think I have actually modified it to actually suit into my own industry. This is actually the pyramid that I actually made for myself. Okay? At that point of time, I just started to know people. here. This is actually what I talk about. Love, goal, and soul here. Again, it's true. Many companies, many leaders, they fail. Is why? Because they don't trust themselves anymore. Am I right? They don't trust themselves. Their belief system failed already. So again, my organization is a very small organization. But every Friday afternoon, we don't work at all. We don't work at all, no matter how busy we are. Every afternoon we have a lot of crazy sessions. Why? I'm trying to build a belief system. We don't work. We go out in the office, we dance, we learn, we actually do team work, everything together. No matter how busy we are, we don't work. So, anybody want to work for Peopleology? We work 4.5 days. Okay, okay. We work only 4.5 days. I realized that the more that we have fun, the more productive we are. Okay? So why? Because we built a belief system, not just for the company, for everybody to believe that they can perform.
Now in school, we were taught to write 6 in this manner. Am I right? Teacher said this is the correct way, right? So now I'm going to ask you to write a 6 in this way. Is this a 6? It's still a 6, right? that is telling us about, it's very difficult for us to change our habits. When we go for a training, a session, a coaching, I believe that we have some coach here. Any coach here? No need to be shy, so okay, you're a coach. What kind of coach are you? Football coach or a love coach? You love your people. You don't choose this profession. Because you not only fail people, you fail yourself. So there's the reason why I say you want to choose this profession. The number one thing, you must be passionate with people. You seeing people succeed is because of you, that's a satisfaction. Don't worry about that because money will come to you eventually. Is it true, right? Yeah. Money will come back to me eventually. Sometimes I just want to give you some hint, but he's a very good boss. Certain hint that he don't want to know, he just pretend he don't know.
She got coffee.
I always like to put a mirror in front of leaders first. Am I good before I say people are not good? Isn't it? Because a lot of managers are telling me, a lot of CEOs are telling me, it's very difficult to manage people. When you start to manage people, it won't be good. You lead them. Management to me is the old school of thought, really. Isn't it? Get things done through people. No wonder people use position to get things done through people. If I'm a manager, ask you to do it, you do it, don't ask the second question. Especially the why chain. You don't believe in that anymore. Yesterday I was having dinner with a young guy, 29 years old. He's a sales executive. He was telling me, see, he was actually going through a free coaching with me. He bought me dinner. No. Coaching free must have dinner, Alan. And you still stay because you cannot get a job elsewhere. That's what I was telling Simon. I say, if the person who stay with you refuse to go, don't ever think they are very loyal to you. Not yet. Because they have no choice. You want to have a lot of no choice people working with you. Then you'll be a very lonely leader out there because you're also a leader of no choice. Have a group of people who cannot perform for you, isn't it? So, example, level 2 very good. And then Chris is not my favorite, but Chris, well known, can do job, cannot talk. So Chris kind of complained to me about him, that he's not doing his job. That's a test of leadership. Are you going to punish him? But he's the one who buy you lunch every day, you know. He's the one who come and tell you a lot of information people don't tell you. Your spies can talk, cannot work one. Are you going to punish him? That's the real test about leadership. A lot of people ask me, have I ever fired people before? The answer is yes. I could be very kind, at the same time I could be very firm if they make a mistake. So to have a good relationship with them is not a problem at all. The very important thing is, are you getting very emotional to the people you're close with? And then when you have to make a decision, it's not going to be very happy for the person you love. Well, the choice is yours. That's what people say. And John said, the choice that you make makes you. How great you are is every choice that you make in your leadership. So this is what I say. If you think that you are lonely, have to look at yourself, whether you use a position most of the time, or because it's of your personality. If we refuse to change, we will be where we are today. So we are so rigid to believe, so there will be the end of the story. That's why I feel very scared and very worried for us, because other country peoples are so hungry for knowledge to learn. Malaysians like us are very contented with what we have. How are we going to be 2020 implementation? We need a lot of leaders. Are we ready for